We get asked what opioid receptors are, and it's a good question. You know, it takes a little bit of neuroanatomy and neurophysiology to understand how the brain works. So you remember that neurons in the brain all work like sort of electrical cables, and so you've got a wire that goes along, and then there's a junction between that and a next wire, and across that junction we call that the synapse. And little chemicals have to go from the first one to the second one, the pre-synapse to the post-synapse. And on the post-synapse, there is a little receptor. And so what happens is the pre-synapse releases a little chemical. In the situation of opioids, it releases endorphin. Endorphin standing for endomorphine, or that's why it was called, or morphine from within, instead of external morphine like morphine or codeine or heroin. It's endorphin. And that endorphin then attaches to the receptor. It's just a little molecule, and the receptor is a little protein. And it sits in there, and as soon as it sits in there, it turns the switch on, and the signal then goes down to what's called the postsynaptic neuron. So that's what it is. And so the way that works then is that you have this natural system that works beautifully. It's designed and is evolved to just work perfectly, to give us energy, to give us enthusiasm, to give us pain relief, and do all sorts of other things. And then us humans come along and discover something that turns the switch on too strong. That molecule, the artificial opioids, heroin, fentanyl, methadone, Suboxone, oxycodone, there's hundreds of them, they turn the switch on too strong. And so it overstimulates it. And so a couple of things happen. People really like that effect because it gives you extra energy and gives you extra pain relief and a feeling of euphoria. But then the brain adjusts through, what's called homeostasis. Says, I don't need all this natural endorphin, so it stops making it. And then you have withdrawal when you take away the artificial ones. So it's a really complicated system, but easy to mess with. So please don't use opioids. Let your brain be natural.